The film was an idea I conceived about 3 years ago, and it brought together a lot of my actor friends, and the premise was I wanted something where everybody could contribute creatively. So part of my conception was, within this umbrella story, that each actor I hired to play one of the 8 struggling actors actually wrote their own scenes within the film. So it was then up to me as the director, the editor, and the conceiver of the whole thing to tie it all together to make some sense out of it.
I'm really well. I'm really excited to see the film. There's been such a big hype around it, and obviously Mark's a friend, and normally anything he touches turns to gold dust, so I'm really excited about this one.
All for a price that will make you...
I'm really into my fashion. Fans going all the way. I wanna own certain trainers. I feature in all the papers. I think I'll be a millionaire.
What I like about it is it's different. It's different to anything I've ever seen before. And you know, you get all the regular films out there. They get a bit same. This is a one-off, I think. But hopefully something will spin off from it. And thank all you guys for turning up. You make it the day as well.
Like jerking off in your sleep.
At least he only wanks at night instead of tweeting.
So welcome back. We're at the Crossing Over movie premiere, and it's just premiered, and everyone here is going to give you some feedback about it.
I think the film was amazing. I was really surprised to know the budget of the film.
Well pleased for Mark. He's done a great job on it. The cast were great. Filming was great. Soundtrack was great. I was well chuffed with it.
I see so many people that are sitting on their dreams for so many years, and they're just thinking like, we need some money, we need this, we need that. And really what you need to do is just go out there and make it happen with your friends. And this is a great example, so well done to everyone.
Yeah, obviously the actors are very familiar with comedy because their timing and their presence was amazing. And it's just hilarious. On a serious note, it was a really polished, slick film. And I am super proud of Mark and everyone involved, to be honest. It was amazing, really great job.
But I think in the end it all worked.
No, it all looked great. Actually, all looked great. We loved how everyone kind of came out in the old designs.
It was very good. So a lot of independent, original ideas put together into a whole film that was exciting and interesting.
It was really well written. There's some really nice characters. When you're working with no budget, it's tough. And to do a feature film for that kind of budget is ridiculous.
It was absolutely splendid. I'm very surprised that I haven't seen or heard about this film as until now. And it was great. The humour was fantastic. It touched upon many people's lives for the diversity that I personally can relate to, coming from London originally. And yeah, I think the creativity, the hard work, and then to find out the budgets that was put together on, I thought was absolutely outstanding. And I can see excellent careers for everyone in the actual film, but also I think that the potential for the director, he's got a great future ahead of him, and I just hope that the team all back him the whole way, and somebody comes forward with a better budget for him in the next film. I'm definitely going to be taking quite a few tips from this film. I think that there's the element of humour that I like as well, and we're going to definitely inject that into our filming moving forward.
I really like the accurate sort of perception of actors in the industry and the thought processes that we have whenever we have auditions. So that was really cool. That was like, oh, I know exactly how these guys feel. So that aspect was fantastic, and I just can't believe it was made on what it was made. And
Budget of £1,500.
it was, yeah, which was just like, wow. I just loved it, and Mark's a great guy, and his editing's fantastic. The whole makeup of the story, and I was just blown away by it.
Oh, Michael, it's absolutely amazing. A really dynamic cast, very well produced. I absolutely love the characters. The characters are like amazing. I think they've got so much room to grow. I think it'd be quite interesting to see the backstories from the characters and where they go. But I know one of the cast, and I've seen her in many sort of different roles that she's played. Her name's Mary Louise, and absolutely amazing. Yeah, that's Mary Louise there in full caricature. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, really funny, and a great role playing the rapper. Amazing, truly amazing. Yeah,
I enjoyed it quite a bit, actually. I'd seen some of the footage beforehand, and what really impressed me today was seeing how Mark brought it all together on the editing table. It had really taken on then a sense of line and a story, and it surprised me. I mean, I know the script, of course, I've read it, but then to see the newest incarnation of it was a whole lot of fun. And also the animation that Junior did. I hadn't met him before. I saw him today for the first time, but I really had a great time with it. I thought it was a lot of fun. They had sort of overlooked the fact that I didn't live in London. So we're sitting there at a cafe in London, and then I finally, at some point I mentioned my flight, and they said, "Flight? Yes, I flew in today." And they're, "From where?" "I wrote it in the mail. I'm coming in from Munich." So that all happened. That was the first time I met Mark and Joanna, and they were just so wonderful and warm, and I loved their ambition, the creativity, the energy they had. I thought it was something I wanted to be a part of. Yeah.
My main role on this film is animator, so I've done the animation for the opening credits, and also done a second animation for the interval sequence about halfway through the film as well. So yeah, I'm very excited about this film. I must say, we all worked very hard as a team, all the actors, all the actresses, the directors as well, and obviously I worked hard on the animation stuff to try and get it as close to the characters and the actors and actresses as possible, but also try and put a creative spin to kind of give the whole film its own style and sense of humour and stuff like that. So yeah, I do feel like it's still the beginning. I mean, this is the premiere, and I still think there's a lot of places where this film can go, because I think it's got a lot of potential, absolutely.
The roles, the characters that people play is unbelievable, and the makeup, you could not believe that these people were the people. The crossing over side of it was amazing, fantastic.
I just went with the flow. It's you get into a different character which you created, and you have fun with it. So I really enjoyed the whole process of it.
And what I like about it is that I've never seen anything out there similar or the same. So that brings, you see the gangster films, you see the Essex Boy films, this was completely different, and I think that was something really nice. I actually met Mark Halder, the director, writer. I met him on another film set where I was playing a prison gang leader. He was one of my prisoners. Not a prisoner, sorry, yeah, he was one of the other prisoners. So completely different type of character, and he approached me and said, "Well, I'd like to have a look at the script and play this character." And I had a look, and when I realised what a large budget it had, I had to take it. I'm still waiting for my ATP check.
I was kind of sinking into the couch thinking, you know what, 3 years is a long time to see your performance, and obviously you've lots improved since then. But actually, again, kudos to Mark. He really, really edited it in a way where I actually was really impressed with my own performance. So, no, I laughed, and I don't laugh at my own performances, but no, I was really impressed.
The first time I was really excited, and I was nervous at the same time because I didn't know what to expect. We shot it, but I never saw the film in its full. So when I watched it, I really liked it. I'm really amazed by how Mark and the other people put their energy to it, and then made an amazing work, because I wasn't expecting. It definitely exceeded my expectations, I must say.
Did you enjoy the premiere? No, I thought the premiere was amazing, and I thought, doing it in aid of a charity, and particularly the fact that they chose the Orangutan Foundation, which for a lot of people is an unusual charity, But no, I thought the premiere, the acting, and just phenomenal that it was done on such a short budget, and yet it was so professional. But I think it was the quality of the acting of all the characters that I was so impressed by. It was Mark and everybody has done an amazing job.
Thank you. And I know it's personal for Mark, because when we were traveling to set or from set, he would often look at pictures of apes and monkeys on YouTube, on TV. So for him, it's really a personal thing, and he really stuck by it and encouraged everyone to support the foundation.
No, well, we really appreciate it, because, as I said, most people, when you say Orangutan Foundation, most people don't think of, it's not a species that comes to everybody's mind. But it was very brave of Mark, and we appreciate it, because any funds raised here tonight will really go to saving the rainforest and the orangutan. Thank you.
Marilyn's waiting on me, but I'm drinking old fashions with Marlon and Dino. Don't wake me up from this American dream. Elvis is singing for me, but I'm cracking funnies with Stan and Ali. So don't wake me up from this American dream.